Hello Pisces, my friends, how are you? Welcome to your reading. So my dears, we're going to find out what's coming towards you for this week's reading. I'm going to read you. You ready for that? I'm going to read you. It's a general because there's a whole bunch of yous. So some of it might resonate, some of it might not. Either way, it's probably a good story. I always enjoy them, so let's find out what yours is. So I'm starting with, what, you got two? You got two. Oh, it's so funny. One of these cards is one that came out a couple times during the pre-shuffle, getting ready for you. So I'm starting with the Oracle of the Fairies. These are the two cards that just came out. So come together. Fairies like to be busy, and a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps get the job done. That's interesting. And then purity. Purity is the one that came out like before your reading actually started. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it, you will find the answer to your question. I think this is interesting. I'm kind of getting the message here that if you've had any sort of conflict or something hasn't been very cohesive, you know, like a lot of people are all stuck at home together. I feel like people, like, it's kind of like, you know, like a wave. You know, it's like, okay, we're all doing good. Oh, I'm doing good. I feel like you're going to kind of hit like more of a ooh. So instead of it being like this amongst you and other people that you're, because these people are connected. So I'm like trying to make it real. Like the way the world is right now, I want it could be work related. Like if you're working with people, it could be work related. Definitely could be. I mean, working as a team helps get the job done. So yes, it could be. I feel very much more like it's home life somehow. Working as a team gets the job done. So if, you know, it's kind of been tense, or people don't want to cooperate anymore, they don't want to do it when you want to do it, or, you know, just all the stuff that kind of comes up with working with more than just yourself. I feel like it's going to get better. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Like, and it's a really nice energy. It feels like things get better and it just feels really nice inside. Look inside your heart, and within it you will find the answer to your question. So there might be also like, so there's something that you want an answer to, and you're going to get the answer, I feel. Life energy is at the bottom. The happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. Ooh, that makes a lot of sense. So whatever's been going on, if there's been some sort of tension, the cohesion in the unit, whether that's a family unit or a work unit, hasn't been working, or it's been difficult. That cohesion has something to do with some underlying issues, and by that kind of coming to the surface, it's an opportunity to address them, which makes everything better. It doesn't, because the longer stuff sits at the surface, the more that has the potential to become like this devil energy that makes everything not good. So, all right, let's get started with the Good Tarot. I am using the Good Tarot. Oh, that was the sun. That's nice. And the Light Seers Tarot, that's the Five of Pentacles. The Light Seers. And I want to give a shout out to San Tarot. She's awesome. If you haven't connected with her yet, I know many of you have, because she's used these decks in the past, and they inspire. I was like inspired. I want to find those. I love the artwork and the color on those. So check a girl out, man. San Tarot. Let's see. Okay, so Pisces. Let's get some cards for Pisces. I'm going to... You know, I tell them how I want to do it, and then they don't do it. never listens to me. I'm always expected to listen to them, but they don't listen to me. The Page of Fire is at the bottom. Oh, I love this Page of Fire. There's so much creativity in there. What a creative energy. Like the potential to release all sorts of new and expansive ideas here. Having a very new and expansive approach to things. Okay, I'm going to show you 2 at a time, 4 cards here. The 3 of Fire and the 7 of Water. This is an interesting combination. Together like this really reminds me of like getting ready to go out into the world to find your dreams, to make your dreams reality. It's sort of like going out into the world and realizing, wow, there's an awful lot of choices out here. It's a very Pisces energy, this 7 of Water, with all the fish in it, huh? There you are with all of your dreams. And then you're in your little boat going towards all the little dreams. The Ace of Fire and the 5 of Air. Okay, look at that. This Ace of Fire feels like really related to that Page of Fire I just showed you on the underline. I feel like you're doing like all these cards except for this one. Everything else, the person is all alone. They're all alone. If it's not for like a bird or a fish or a unicorn or a tiger. But there's no other people in the picture. I feel like you need some alone time, to be honest. I feel like you need some alone time. I feel like you've been keeping things together, but you need some alone time here because you're almost like the glue that's getting everything to work. But you need some alone time here. You need some time here to think about your dreams. Even if it's just to let your Pisces minds kind of, you know, go and explore and be creative. You need to do this. You need to do this for yourself. That's what's coming in here. I get in this energy of, it's a phrase that kind of came out in the light worker reading that I did last week. Crazy, freaky people. It's time for them to stand up and stand out and do their thing. I feel like you got some of that crazy, freaky people energy in you. And you ruffle a little feathers. Like ruffle some feathers with your creativity is what I'm getting here. You don't want to ruffle feathers with like words or even harsh body language. You want to be your crazy, freaky self, and you need room to do this. That's really interesting. And it's like it's affecting your life energy. Maybe you don't realize that, huh? You need some alone time. How can you get that for yourself depending on where you live? Are you taking it? Can you go for a walk just on your own? How much time can you spend doing it? I feel like you kind of need to sit down like with a little journal or a book and just write out fantasies and ideas, or just draw them and sketch them. Play some music. There's something you need to do here creatively that's your crazy, freaky self. And because somehow you are very important to the unit, whether that's home or work. You are very important to the unit, but like it's like you're the glue for the unit here, whether this is a romantic relationship, a platonic relationship, a work situation, a home situation. It's like you're the glue but your glue is only as strong like as you are. And you need to recharge here, Pisces. I think you really need to recharge. And it's kind of like you've put so much of your watery self into whatever you've been doing for family or work or whatever this is for you. You've been putting so much of yourself into it that you're very watery. I just feel it like it's like you're very watery because there's this desire for fire to come out. You know, you got the Ace of Fire, the Page of Fire, the Three of Fire. You've got this, yeah, you need to light it up. You need to light it up, baby. Let's see what comes out with this, the Lightseers Tarot. It's almost as if, well, Pisces, you are that sign. You're the last one in the zodiac, so you're capable of harnessing any zodiac sign. And I think you kind of need to do that to keep your balance. Like I don't feel like it's good for you to sit too watery for too long. I think you might become emotional, like overly emotional. Whether that is you just get angry really quick, or you just want to cry all of a sudden, or you just laugh like, oh, somebody, you know, like you've got to exercise all the zodiac elements at least. And it seems like you need some fire in your life, baby. My Pisces needs some fire. Can a reading go by where you don't have the Emperor? I really don't know. Oh. Okay, so we've got, I'm going to show you. I'll show you two at a time again. Knight of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. The Emperor and the Four of Pentacles. The underline is the King of Pentacles. This is definitely either home or work, or both. The Queen and King of Pentacles, well, that's interesting, but yet the Emperor sits beside the Queen of Pentacles. And I feel like it's an energy like trying to get this ownership of your life again by getting some of your freedom back. I feel like you need to do this. You need to find a spot. Look at her. She's got like this really comfy chair in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the woods. She's just sitting and she is just feeling really good and peaceful and just enjoying the silence for a minute. And in that silence, hearing like just birds off in the distance, the rustling of the leaves in the wind. That kind of peace. Because this is what you're striving at, right? You're striving at this Nine of Cups, which is to be independently happy, is to be really happy, really balanced with your emotions. But it feels like the cups are not the way to go here. Grounding and fire energy. Ace of Fire, Three of Fire, Page of Fire, and the Emperor. I want to kind of say, if you feel like you have if you feel like you have a significant other in I don't know. I know I was married. I haven't seen them in a while. I'm not sure if they're... That didn't come out right at all, did it? If you feel like you have a spell. If you do have a significant other, it both need some time from each other. I'm getting that here. I'm really getting, because they're both looking in different directions, right? They're both looking in different directions here. Where you need some happiness. Like this is interesting, because I'm feeling like you're being the Queen of Pentacles here, but yet I do also feel like with this Emperor that there is this desire for you to have more ownership in your life, of your own time, to more ownership of your own time. But this Emperor, because the King of Pentacles is underlined, I'm feeling like the Emperor is a significant other to you, and maybe they are, you know, considered the leader of the household, or whatever however you want to kind of describe that. But you're looking here for happiness, right? That's what you need right now. And it's totally reasonable for two people that are committed to each other to just need different elements in their life at any given point. Because we're all people, like, we go through cycles and changes. And yet I feel like this other person in your life, your connection, even if it's a romantic connection, like maybe you just guys aren't jiving, you know, like it's a boyfriend and girlfriend situation, whatever it is. The Emperor is looking at the Four of Pentacles. So this other person, it seems like where you need to find, I need to find my happiness. I need to find that spark. I need to be creative. I need to, you know, I need to explore life. Like there's fairies and magicians everywhere. I just need to let that out. Where this Emperor wants to be very grounded, wants to be very balanced, wants like all the T's crossed and all the I's dotted sort of energy. Where that's kind of wearing on you. But yet you wanting to be happy and crazy and creative is not like the Four of Pentacles. They're like, no, I can't. So you just need to acknowledge that it's okay. Because then, you know, this underline here, I feel like is for, like this is a much more laid back partner for the Queen of Pentacles. And it is the King and Queen of Pentacles. Like you guys are meant to be together. Actually, when I put these cards together, your cushions come together. Your red cushions come together. Look at that. Okay, I gotta stand up. Okay, see, I hold the cards like this, and then look at how that jives. They come together. They're like two pieces to your puzzle here. Like you guys are, yeah, you're meant to jive. For whatever reason, you're just both in a different cycle. One of you needs to be all in your head and writing poetry, writing stories, drawing pictures. And the other one, you know, maybe wants to balance the finances, or I mean, the Emperor's holding a chess piece. So things are very serious here. We have to think ahead. We have to plan ahead. We have to strategize. It's like, I just want to look at the clouds today, right? So yeah, because come together. Let's not forget, this is the first card that came out. So how to come together? I think to come together, you need to come apart a little bit. To come together, you need to come apart a little bit, because this is kind of saying that you're in two very different energy cycles, and that's okay, because it happens. And it just might feel like, just because of situations and circumstances around the world right now, that you're forced to be together, where normally you might choose to do some different things with your time right now. You know, like maybe you would take a community art course, or you would do something creative here. You need to do something creative for sure. I really feel that. Whereas your person might just want to stay home, organize the basement, catch up on, you know, tax return. So exciting. But you know, we all go through those different stages where, like, I just feel like I feel overwhelmed because I don't feel like our record keeping is up to date. I feel like that's gone behind and it's way on. So they can't relax, they can't be happy, where you're feeling like, I need to have some creative, crazy, freaky people fun. So yeah, that's okay. It's okay. I don't know, I need to pull anything else out. It seems pretty... Yeah, it seems pretty clear, like with these cards. Because I think once both of you get to do what it is that you're just energetically feeling like you need to do, then that person doesn't feel so much like the emperor, the bossy emperor. Oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Then, you know, this laid back energy is nice. These two are great together. Their cushions match, their cushions come together. And this dude is looking a lot more relaxed than this one with the chess piece in his hand, right? So there, I think that's an interesting reading. And again, as I said, like, even if you're not living with someone, whatever it is, and this could be work, it could be a boss that you're dealing with at work with this emperor. It's definitely a strong leader energy. You guys are just in different cycles and it's okay. It's just because of circumstances and situations that make it a little more, you know, trying at this time. So that's that. That's what I got for you, Pisces. That's pretty interesting. And yeah, if your life energy is feeling a little bit zapped as of late, I kind of think it's this. It's just that you need to do something for yourself that's very creative, and it kind of nurtures you, right? With the Queen of Pentacles, very nurturing. Very, very nurturing energy. Where your other person needs to do pentacle. Needs to do like more pentacle stuff. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Pisces, guys. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.